Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel, the place where you get all the inspiration you need to make home your haven every season of the year. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at the most common mistakes that people make when they are decorating their home for the autumn season, in the hope that you won't make any of them and you'll get that cozy, welcoming, warm vibe that you are going for the new autumn season ahead. So the first mistake that people make is just simply overdoing it. Too many things going on, completely overdoing the theme. You don't have to have a million different things going on. It's just a few simple nods to the season here and there. So definitely less is more on this occasion, and balance is absolutely key. So yeah, first mistake, too much going on, just completely overdoing it. Another big mistake that people make when they're decorating their home for autumn is to completely forget about your entryway. That's going to be the first place that you greet your guests. It's the first impression they get of your home, so make it a good one. Give it some autumn love. Maybe a door wreath, maybe a doormat with an autumn motif or autumn saying, or maybe you just want to put a little nod to autumn on your hall table, a little pumpkin, a little seasonal candle, something like that. But yeah, don't forget about your entryway and just focus on the main rooms, because it is the first impression that you will make in your home. Another mistake that people quite often make is to make their surfaces too cluttered looking. If you're not intentional about the bits and pieces that you put out, you can very quickly get into a situation where every side table, your island in the kitchen, your shelves, every surface is covered in autumn decor. So that's not the look that we would be going for. So pare it right back, have some well-chosen pieces just dotted here and there, and you will not fall into the trap of having your surfaces all just look too cluttered with autumn decor. The next mistake is just forgetting about the lighting in your space, not paying attention to the type of lighting that you've got. So you really want lamps, low-level lighting. You do not want to be relying on the overhead lights ever. It's just too harsh, so go with low-level lighting. You want to just get that cozy vibe going, so pay attention to the colour of your bulbs, switch them out for warmer tones. Remember to include some candles, maybe some twinkle lights. So yeah, big mistake just to completely neglect the lighting in your space. Another big mistake that people often make when they are decorating their home for autumn is to completely forget about the scent in your home. Scent is just so evocative of emotions, it triggers so many memories. It's just really important to get that right when you're going for that cozy autumnal vibe. So don't forget to maybe use some scented candles or some diffusers around the place. Why not borrow a trick that they use in some of the high-end hotels and pick a signature scent for your home and make sure that it's uniform throughout. So use the same diffuser in all the different rooms, match it with the seasonal candle, use the same essential oils maybe in a burner, and yeah, just get that scent going that is just truly unique to you and your home, and you will not fall into the trap of completely forgetting about how your home smells for the autumn season. Another big mistake that people make when they think about decorating for autumn is that they completely disregard the core colour palette of their space, and they just start adding in the traditional autumn colours. So the oranges and the pumpkins and the forest greens, you know, all these colours that we associate with autumn and that time of year. But if that doesn't go with your core colour palette, then don't use those colours. This year in particular, in a lot of the shops, I've noticed a big trend towards the more neutral colours. So you're finding pumpkins in both the traditional pumpkin orange colour, but also in rich creams and cosy fawn colours. So if the traditional autumnal colours don't work for you, then look for accessories in those more neutral tones. So yeah, big mistake to completely disregard your core colour palette. No, you definitely don't want that. You want a cohesive, pulled together look. So go for accessories in the neutral colours if the traditional autumnal ones just don't work for you. Another big mistake that people make at this time of year when they are getting ready to decorate for autumn is that they completely forget about all the stuff that they've already got. Now, I am going to hold my hand up and say that I am wholeheartedly guilty of making this mistake. You go out to the shops and you see all these cool things and you buy a few bits and pieces, and before you know it, when you bring out all the bits and pieces that you've already got, you've got way too much stuff. And then you love everything, and then you want to put everything out, and we go back to the other mistake, which is having way too much out and everything looking way too overdone. So before you buy anything, and this is a do as I say, not as I do, before you buy anything, check what you've already got. That's the great thing about seasonal decor, is it gives you the opportunity to recycle, reuse, fall in love again with that piece that you had out last year, and you get all your bits and pieces out and you're like, oh, I forgot I had that, that's great, I can use that again. So don't shop for new decor until you've done a bit of an inventory of what you already have. Sure, buy a couple of new things, it's like Christmas, we all like to have one or two little new things each year. If you can afford to do that, then absolutely fine. Replace something that's beyond its usefulness, but do an inventory before you go out and shop, and you won't fall into the trap of overbuying your autumn decor. Another mistake that I think people make with autumn decor is thinking that by Halloween it's all over. 31st of October, Halloween, all done, and then 1st of November they've packed it all away again. You know, for me it's more about the time of year rather than the kind of festival day like Halloween. It's more about the months of kind of late September, October, November. For me, it's all about keeping your autumn decor going until you then transition from there into your Christmas decor. So yeah, I think people make that mistake that it's not just about Halloween. Sure, decorate for Halloween if that's a thing for you, absolutely. Put some things out for Halloween. I'm sure if there's young children in the home, it's probably a big thing that you would want to do as well as to decorate for Halloween. But come 1st of November, it's not all over. You can keep out your pumpkins, your gourds, your autumn colours. They're really symbols of the season rather than being solely associated with a holiday or a festival like Halloween. So yeah, big mistake, just thinking it's all about Halloween and not considering that it really is about the season, the time of year, and how you want your home to feel in that time of year. Another thing that I see people getting a bit wrong when they are decorating for any time of year really, but in particular for the autumn season, is to not keep in mind the general aesthetic of your home. What's your core decor style? So if your home is quite sleek, contemporary style, then that cutesy, country, frilly, checked cushion with the cutesy saying on it is not really going to go in your home. You want to find those accessories that go with the decor style in your home. So whether that's contemporary whether you've got a really traditional style, maybe your style, maybe you've got a home by the sea and you've got a real coastal vibe going on in your home. So whatever accessories you buy, you kind of want to have them that will align with your core decor style. So you don't want anything that really stands out as being completely opposite to your core decor style. The next thing that I see people get wrong or just make a general mistake about when decorating their home for the autumn season is to completely forget about the exterior of their home. The focus is all on the inside and they completely forget about the outside. And that's the perfect place to add a little nod to the season. So whether that's a wreath on your front door, or maybe you're going to switch out the planters at your front door when all your summer flowers are done, maybe pop in some seasonal pansies in the sort of oranges and yellow colours to add a little bit of autumnal colour there. Maybe you're going to add some pumpkins to your doorstep, and I don't mean carved Halloween pumpkins, I just mean whole pumpkins. Did you know that if you leave whole pumpkins on your doorstep, they'll last for weeks and weeks and weeks? The ones that are carved for Halloween will rot because they've been cut into. They'll rot quite quickly within a few days. But if you put some pumpkins, whole pumpkins on your doorstep, because of the cooler temperatures at that time of year, they're going to last and last and last. And you'll find that you'll see in the supermarkets now, not only do they stock the traditional big orange pumpkins ready for carving, but you're going to find quite a few different varieties. So more kind of gourd style, you'll find green ones, you'll find knobbly ones, you'll find the sort of creamy white ones. There's a whole selection there. So, and they're very, very inexpensive. So it's a great way just to add a little nod to the season on your doorstep. So yeah, completely forgetting about the exterior of your home. That's another mistake that people make when they are thinking about autumn decor. So my next video is going to be a bit of a what's in the shops. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that this is something that I like to do fairly regularly. I get it, people are super busy, they've got young kids, they've got busy demanding jobs, but they do like to do a little bit of seasonal decorating, but they just don't have the time to run around the shops and see what's there. So that's where I come in. I can do all the legwork, let you see who's got what, and then if something takes your fancy, you know where to go directly to get it for your home. So if you found this video interesting, inspiring, useful, then please do hit subscribe and I will see you in the next one.